Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. I'm here in Brooklyn at the Music Hall of Williamsburg for Courtney Barnett's concert tonight. It's May 19th of 2018, and Courtney is one of my favorite artists, indie rocker from Australia, and I decided to bring my Hasselblad with me tonight to take some black and white photos. Now, actually, if you listen in the background, you could hear her. She is currently sound checking. Hear that? But anyway, brought the Hasselblad with me. It's the first time I'm ever going to photograph a concert with the Hasselblad, so it should be interesting experiment. So stay tuned, check the middle and end of the video for the results. All right, thank you so much, and subscribe if you like to see more videos. Alright, so I'm recording this part of the audio after the fact. I'm showing you a clip of a video that I shot. There's a few songs that I actually shot video, songs that I enjoy, and I wanted to show part of this just so you could see where I was. I got there early, so I could get a good spot, so I was right up front. I didn't want any heads in my way or anything like that. Especially shooting with a Hasselblad, which is, usually you're holding it lower. It would be pretty much impossible with people standing in front of me to take pictures. So, but I wanted you to see where I was in difficult lighting conditions, and it's a challenging situation. She was mostly backlit, not too many lights hitting her in her face from the front, and a lot of movement. And this is a manual camera and that big camera and all that. But so let's take a look at some of the results. But this is this particular song she's playing right now is called Nameless Faceless, which is, I think, her current single. So you can always check that out. Check out the music video for that also if you'd like, somewhere else. Alright, so let's take a look at some of the results. Alright, so let's take a look at the first photo. I took about 20 photos, just under 2 rolls of film, of Ilford 3200 black and white film. So now, I quickly figured out that there wasn't that much light coming in from the front, so I wanted to take kind of advantage of that in this particular shot by using the light that's behind her to kind of silhouette her. And that's what we got here in this one shot. There's no light basically hitting her from the front, but for this particular shot, I think that works pretty well. Alright, so here's our second photo. Being that this is a manual camera and a manual focus camera, I kind of figured out while I was going where the focus points were for when she was up by the microphone and when she was further back away from the microphone. In this case, she's a little further back. She backed off. She was only playing, not singing, and so I kind of had a pre-focused spot that I would put the lens into to make sure that the camera was in focus when I took the shot, when she backed away. Because if I was gonna try to focus it as it was happening, it would be virtually impossible to really do without missing out on the moment. So in this particular shot, she backed off a little bit, and there's some light hitting her off from the side, so you can kind of see some features, some facial features, and just her whole body outlined in the guitar and all that. So I think so I like this shot a lot. Alright, so let's go to the third photo of the bunch. But first, the song that's playing now is called Pedestrian at Best. It's from her 2014 album. And this show that she's playing actually is the day after the release of her second album called Tell Me How You Really Feel. So this was the first show that she did after the release of a new album, which just came out. So let's go to the third photo. Let's take a look at that one. So now the show was sold out, so the place was packed. I got there really early, so I basically had my pick of where I wanted to stand. And I ended up directly in front of her. I probably should have been a little bit more off to the side, which is more of a typical spot where photographers stay for concerts. But being that when I walked in, I walked straight up and I pretty much was right in front of her, and within seconds everything else was taken. So this was the spot I had to work with. And in this particular shot, you can see like the microphone stand is in the way and all that. But you know, concert photography doesn't have to be perfect, I don't think. You know, a little chaos is good. So you can see the guitars a little chopped off on the end. There's a microphone stand coming down the middle. But you know, it's kind of an action shot, and there's more light hitting her in this particular moment. And yeah, so this shot I think works. I like it for what it is. Alright, so this is the fourth out of 5 photos that I'll be showing. This one's a little bit different than the other ones in the sense that it's a different angle. Her body's in a different angle, the guitar's in a different angle. I like the way the lights look in the back. This photo would just be better if there was a little bit more light on her face. But again, that was something that was not under my control. So, but I enjoy it. I enjoy this photograph. I just like the way it visually looks. Alright, so the fifth and last image that I'll be showing here in this video, it's probably my favorite one, I think, of the night, because kind of like all the different elements that I talked about from the previous photos come together in this photo. You know, you have a nice backlit silhouette. At the same time, there's more light on her face, so you can see some detail there. Just generally, I like it. The ray of light coming out from her head, behind her head, is really cool. Just like the shot. So basically, yeah, that's it. I photographed this with the Hasselblad 500 cm, 3200 Ilford black and white film, and I metered with my old Minolta handheld meter. I actually used a spot meter on it. Don't know how reliable it was either because of the backlight might have interfered with it. So please leave a comment. Let me know what your favorite photo was and why. And if you enjoyed the video, subscribe and I will post more in the future. Thank you so much.